Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Artemis, and in this video I am going to be trying to make some fairy leaf shoes for the Renaissance Fair. I will say I have already finished the shoes. Please only use this as inspiration. It didn't quite turn out the way that I wanted, but I do think they're looking pretty snazzy. So let's jump right in, let's get started. First step, get a pair of shoes to use as the base. I went to Goodwill to grab a pair, which of course means washing the shoes. Make sure that they are good and clean before using them. Next step, take a nap while they dry, and go to the forest and find some leaves. I wanted to try and reuse tape, so here's some satisfying tape peeling. It didn't work though. Alright, I've got a shoe, I've got some fake leaves, I got some tape. I'm going to try taping the leaves on, see if it looks good, and if it does, I want to use rubber cement because I feel like that'll hold everything in place really well while still making this usable. Here goes nothing. Hi friends, don't tape it like this. You'll see why in a few minutes. This is already fascinating. And kinda cool. It is cold. I have made mistakes, but I have a solid base down. So I want to just get this glued and then add on details. I immediately forgot how I put all of them on. That's concrete, baby. And now it's time for birds with Artemis. Aviaries with Artemis? Aves with Artemis. So this bird call you hear is a hawk. We have a family of, I believe, red-shouldered hawks that live in the area. You can identify hawks pretty easily by their calls. In terms of identifying them visually, I have found it very difficult. I fear people who can identify hawks just by looking at them. They have too much power. Did you know, whenever you hear an eagle call in movies, it's usually actually the red-tailed hawk call. That sharp, piercing is a hawk, not an eagle. Then wait for it to dry. Spooky? Spooky! Yeah! So here's how they're looking so far. I'm planning to let them dry tonight. Looking a lot better than I expected, but also very much looking like lettuce. For some reason, makes me think of lettuce. I wanted to add some height on the ankle, so I glued additional leaves along the top. Alright, so here's where I'm at now. I got the shoes, I got them painted, but I still just don't like the look of them. The way the leaves dried, not very smooth. The rubber cement is very hard to work with, so it was sticking to itself every time I would try to apply them. So it created a really wrinkly look that I don't like. I did fix the color issue I had, but overall I'm still just not happy with them. They're fine, they're functional. I'm really impressed that I made it this far. I think what I want to do is just put a couple bigger leaves on top, kind of hide some of the mess. I think next time, if I do this again, I'm gonna start with bigger leaves. I think that was the first mistake. I think a lot of the layering created some issues as well. And just take my time with the rubber cement and sticking everything on. So we'll see if this last step works. Hopefully it does. After staring at the shoes for a few minutes, I stepped outside because I realized that I was using that adhesive in a closed space. I wanted to get some fresh air, and then I left them to dry overnight. The shoes are done. I'm not entirely sure how happy I am with them. They don't look nearly as sleek as I expected in my mind. Maybe that's the rounded shape of the shoe that I used as the base. I will be honest, I am only wearing one of them right now. This one is not comfortable at all. Yeah, the way that I glued this one together, first off, it's got a much steeper back slope. And with all the ridges in the leaves and all the glue that I used, it created a really sharp point right there that really was hurting my ankle after about 5 minutes. So I do think for the right shoe, which is the one that has been hurting, I might be able to fix it by just gluing in some cloth there or trying to sand down everything else. So we'll see. Hopefully that makes these functional for the fair. Alright, y'all, I lied. They're not comfy. I think I could wear them. The re-release of Return of the King is coming out in theaters, so I think I could wear them for that, where I'm sitting down for, 4 hours. But I think for the actual Renaissance Fair and the actual amount of walking that happens at them, they're not going to work. I did really like these because, I guess of the way the base, the shoe that I used was set up, I didn't have to use strings to tie everything together, and I think it created a really nice look, having that part open, especially with my tattoo. But I don't know how functional these are. So not the most practical, not the most sleek, but I am very proud of them. I did make them. I was quick. The paint is already wearing off on the bottom. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy that I made it. I'm super happy with this makeup. I think it looks wonderful with the fairy ears. I got my little ear cuff. Hopefully you can hear it dangling. I love it so much. Maybe next time I will have leaf shoes I can actually wear. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you stick around, and if you do, I'll see you next time. Boo boo boo. I don't know what else to say. I made the shoes. I made them. They're done. I mean, they're never done, but they're done now. Because I'm not doing anything more with them. No, it's my stick. Yeah, let's just look at my makeup some more.